All right, welcome back. Today we are going to go over clay bars once again, explain a little bit more about them, how you use them, all that nonsense. So basically, when you hear clay bar, you're going to hear clay, ground clay, blah, blah, blah. Clay doesn't come from the ground. In the automotive sense, clay bars are a synthetic clay, meaning they are man-made. And the whole point of these is to get surface contaminants out of your paint. It's going to help pull things out that the washing process doesn't get. It's going to get deeper embedded material that's stuck inside your clear coat. This is especially useful if your vehicle sits a lot outdoors because things tend to settle. If you ever running your hand across a vehicle surface, which you shouldn't do, don't do that. But if you do, and it's clean and it's feeling gritty, a bunch of crap stuck in your clear coat. Now, with this one, this is a medium. 90% of what I use the medium grade. There is also a light duty as well as a heavy duty. In most cases, you can get away with using a light duty clay. It's going to work just fine. I use medium just because I like to get through a little bit quicker, and I use a ton of it, so it just works for me. The trouble with the heavy one is even with a clay lube, almost always, if you use a heavy clay, you will have to polish after because it will mar your paint. It's not causing damage per se, but it will dull some of that shine down, so you're going to have to go back over. It's more for things like if you have heavy tree sap you can't get off of or some very heavy contaminants and you need to do a thorough polishing anyway, that's where you'll whip out the heavy one. Now, to use these, they're pretty straightforward. You never do it on a dry surface, never do anything on a dry surface, that's how you cause damage. You can get your own clay bar lube, you can buy one, you can use a spray wax. If you're doing any kind of PPF or applying a coating after, obviously don't use a wax-based one or anything that has like synthetic polymers in it, like your silicones, stuff like that. I guess silicone's not a synthetic polymer, but you know what I mean. Mostly, easiest way to use these, you're just gonna wet your surface, assuming we're doing PPF here, wet the clay bar too, and then you just kind of get into it. You don't need any pressure doing this. The clay bar will do the work for you. A lot of times, if it's really dirty, you're going to hear little grinding noises. That's going to be it pulling stuff out. So occasionally, you're going to want to pull away, have a look at your clay bar. This one's pretty clean. No big deal. If you notice it changing color, turning brown, stuff like that, just fold it over and mash it over on itself. Give it a little wet spot again, and then go to your next spot. And you're basically just going to carry on whatever area you're going to be doing. One little tidbit that is helpful with this, a lot of vehicles get swirl marks on them because you work in a circular motion. If you want to make your job polishing easier, if that's what you're doing after this, go back and forth and up and down, no circles. Circles are harder to get rid of because they catch all of the light. But if you end up doing some damage lately, like if there's rocks stuck in it and you're only going back and forth, light's only catching those scratches from one way, so it's a lot easier to polish out. Pretty much you just carry on. There's not really much to using a clay bar. As long as it's lubed, then you can kind of come back and feel it with your hand. If it's not gritty, everything you're doing is working just fine. You'll notice it more on white vehicles specifically. You can get a lot of little, almost like rust spots. Those are iron particles. They can be fallout, rail dust. They all kind of look the same. Can be brake dust if you have, I know certain BMW models specifically just send brake dust everywhere. There is chemical removers for that, but they're not going to get everything usually, so that's where you come back with a clay bar. Main spots you want to use these for, if you're doing PPF work, you're going to want to clay bar that surface before you put the PPF on. That's going to help make sure that surface is perfectly clean to give you the best adhesion possible. Sometimes with vinyl wraps, if that paint is really bad, same thing. You just want to make sure it sticks as good as possible for as long as possible. You don't need it if you're just doing a polish or you're doing a coating. It's mostly dependent on if you need it or not. That's a judgment call. If your paint is really dirty, do it. If your paint isn't dirty and you can polish it and be fine, don't do it. That's simple. There's not much to them. One important safety tip with these though, if this drops on the ground, you've basically just garbage because there's going to be rocks and crap in here that you're not going to get out. And the last thing you want to be doing is taking this nice rock covered clay bar and rubbing it all over your paint, because all that's going to do is scratch the crap out of everything and make your job harder. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Watch these crevices, especially with PPF. because if little pieces of clay get stuck in there and you don't notice it and your PPF goes over top of it, that's now stuck there. And that is nigh impossible to get out of the glue and paint protection film. Pretty simple today, nice and easy, little tidbits on the clay bar. I did a previous video where I did show you how to make your own clay bar lube if you're doing PPF focus. You can buy them, but they're like 30 bucks for 4 liters. You can make it like I described in the video for like 10 cents. You can do it whatever way you want, but if you want to go see that, go check out the last video and you'll be able to check that out. Until then, we'll see you next time.